Hi there, good afternoon. This is a property tour for our latest unit that's just come on the market. It's located on Mount Nod Way, in Mount Nod obviously. A really nicely presented semi-detached bungalow. The current owner has lived here for a while, has had the loft space converted, so they've got a really good bedroom, an additional sort of sit-in area, and then a toilet upstairs as well too. I'm just stood up at the front of the property. As always, I'm just about to give you the spin around tour. So here we go. The space there that you can see with the felt roof is actually the garage for this particular property. So I'm just going to go and have a quick spin around here. And you come back around again to the property itself. Very nice sort of curbside appeal to it as well too. I'll just angle it down to there. Rather than going all the way down the steps as well too, you can see that you have got the driveway space there for you to get the car on. Nice quiet location, just the other side of the houses behind us now you've got St John Vianney Primary School, so that'll give you an idea of roughly whereabouts the position is. Really like the colour of this front door as well too as I'm working towards it. So now we're actually in the house proper. So the property itself, normally you'd expect with a bungalow or of its kind to maybe be a little bit small internally. I'm just going to flick on some of these lights. Maybe be a little bit small internally, but this one, the size itself would actually work for a family. If you're interested in looking at 3-bedroom semi-detached houses, I'd advise you to pop along and have a look at this one as well too, because it does sort of tick the bill. So first room I'm going to go and show you, and I'm sort of working clockwise around the property, is the kitchen, obviously, as we can see here from the appliances in the space. So it's quite a square shaped kitchen. As I always say to people, all the measurements are fully available on the online and the details themselves. There's also a floor plan of the property that will give you an even clearer layout of the design inside from a top-down perspective. But with this space here, I'm just going to go to the front window again just to sort of show you. You're quite far set back from the road, to be honest. Oh, it's the light there from my video camera rig, but you're quite set back far from the road. So road noise itself is at a minimum. I mean, at the moment we've got the side door open. There's a really good, useful utility stroke lean-to area at the side of the property there. But as you can hear, very little road noise. With the kitchen, it's a nice cream unit. Got the double oven, there's a dishwasher, sink. The washing machine and everything is actually in the lean-to space that I just mentioned previously. But there is room out there for washing machine, tumble dryer and other appliances as well. So this room here is the main bedroom. I'm going to sort of walk around it from point to point just to give you an idea of the space. This is actually a decent size. You've got the dressing table area just to the front now with the chair in front of it. As I walk back around to this area here, you'll see that there's a double bed, and where I was just stood, there's a range of wardrobes as well that goes all the way around. So storage in this space here is fantastic. It's got everything that you need. You've got enough space for your clothes, enough space to get yourself ready. The bed fits in there as well too. I can turn these lights off as I go. It's a cost of living crisis. We have to make sure that we're not costing people lots of money by leaving lights on all over the place. I'm a bit tight like that. So this room, lounge. There we go. Had all this lovely weather over the last couple of weeks, and now that it appears to start raining, it's all gone a little bit grey today, which is a shame. But again, this room, very, very good size. What I like is you've got the double doors that go straight out to the garden. So as the owner herself was saying, when we've had that real hot run of a heat wave, having those doors open and just being able to sit down inside the living room and have a bit of a breeze coming through is an absolute godsend. Nicely presented. You've got the feature fireplace around that's in there. There is a gas fire that's just behind the bouquet of flowers. Plenty of space there, as you can see, settees all the way around. And there are the French doors again, as mentioned previously. I'll move around here now to the dining room. Now this again could be used as a bedroom, with it being the dining room space. So we just walk into here. So I'm just going to go to this side. So as you can see, as I'm walking around and going around the table, there's lots of room in here for a family to sit down and eat. Or the point I was about to make as I was just walking through the room, actually into the room, is that this could be a bedroom again as well. So you can have 2 bedrooms with your big lounge space that's in there. or you could have it as the current owner does, which is 1 bedroom, 1 dining room, the living room alongside it as well. I can't remember off the top of my head what the measurements for this room is, but as mentioned previously, they're all on the details and on the floor plan as well. So again, really good room, and you've got your French doors again from there going into the garden. You'll put the bathroom light on. Now with this, it's got everything that you need from the bathroom. You've got the bath. There is a shower that's over the top, if I just sort of angle it up to there, as you can see. So we have the bath, the shower, sink with the vanity storage below, and a dual flush WC. The window there overlooks, when we go out into that area, you'll be able to see it overlooks the lean-to utility space just to the side. Let's flick that light off and now take you upstairs. So the conversion, they do have all of the paperwork here to show it's all been done to regulations. There's actually quite a few stairs, as you can probably hear me going. So with this, it was the son's room. He's managed to get a double bed up into here as well. There's a bit of furniture up here, so I've just got to watch as I walk through and try not to knock anything over. I angled the camera this way again as well, just to give you an idea, so you can see double bed space. He has got like a wardrobe there, one of the pop-up wardrobes. There's 2 windows to either side, overlooking the garden. Got another set of dressing tables that are underneath here as well, but this is where it gets really good, because you've got this room space itself, whether you wanted to flip it around, because this room here, as you can see, he kind of uses it as an upstairs sort of lounge stroke sitting room. So he's got his TV there, he's got a little futon seat that's just sort of underneath that side there, beer fridge obviously standard, need to make sure you have one of those, and there is the window that's there as well. Just to this side behind the door, that there is wardrobe, which obviously with the door open, it's kept out of the way. And then we have the toilet. So with that, you've got a toilet and a sink. There is no shower up here, but the rest of it is sort of storage space as well. Plenty of shelving that's on that side too. So you've got options with this space, whether you personally prefer to have this area that we've stood in now as your sort of bedroom space, and this area here, it's slightly bigger, as the sort of sitting area, or whether you just have it as 2 bedrooms if you've got 2 younger kids and they want to sort of share back to back. But the bonus being that having that bathroom there, or sorry, I shouldn't say bathroom, having the toilet that's just there as well too, means that if anybody wakes up, gets the call of nature in the middle of the night, you're not going to be tramping up and down the stairs and disturbing whoever's sleeping in the bedroom. So let's go take you back down the stairs, because now we're going to show you the rear garden via the lean-to, that is. I'm sure, as you can appreciate, as we've been walking around, there is a really nice flow to the property. Everything feels like it's all connected, it's all been nicely presented throughout. There are no spaces where you think, oh, that could do with a bit of work or anything like that at all. Just a really nice presentation. So let's take you out into the garden as we go here. So this is the lean-to area. The unit's there, there's an additional fridge and freezer. Obviously it's always useful to have those types of things. Excuse me. That window there is the bathroom that I mentioned to you previously before, and then we've got the washing machine and the tumble dryer. It's all plumbed in. There's the space that's there as well too with drainage. If I spin around this way again actually, excuse me, that's the door that goes out to the front of the property. This is the door that goes through into the back garden. So it is nice and accessible. If you're at the front, you need to bring something through, rather than going to have to actually go through the property itself. You can just cut down the side there like we've done. Now the garden itself it's actually quite deceptive. It is on a higher level there, as you can see with the stairs that go up. But what's quite nice is that you do have this area directly, access from the dining room and the living room, or the dining room straight bedroom and the living room. That's nice and flat. So if you wanted to come out and just sit down and have, a cup of tea, lunch on the patio, you can do. Obviously, if you've got younger kids or kids in general, you've got these steps here, which are really good because you have got the railings. It's all been done nice and secure. And you've got this fantastic grass area here with the apex of that property that's there, stood right behind the washing line, but with the apex of that property that's just peeking itself over the top of the fence line, that's Broad Lane. So again, just to sort of give you some perspective of where the property is in relation to everyone else. Gardens have been maintained and looked after quite nicely. Looking a lot better than mine, because mine's been absolutely scorched to death with the hot weather and everything else. If I point the camera up there, you can see the 2 roof windows that we had look when we were actually up in the loft space. There is a storage shed. Obviously it's full of garden tools and things like that at the moment, but there is a storage shed that's there. It's surprisingly, when you look around, obviously you've got a few plants and things that are at the borders, but on the whole, with it being majority laid with grass, it's not too much of a bind to sort of have to look after this one. A couple of hours every week, every 2 weeks, you'll be on top of that in no time. So that's everything there is to see about this house. As mentioned before, further photographs, measurements and a floor plan are available online. If there's anything else that you want to know, feel free to give us a call, 02476 694 333. We'll be happy to help you out and obviously to get a viewing booked and arranged for you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Take care.